This is the most intricate die set that we offer. And you make a choice if you want the butterfly, if it's all about transformation, you may be going through something in your life, or if you want the cross. And with Easter just around the corner, I mean, this is so timely. So you're going to choose, it's a 2-piece set, and it's only $3 and some change to get home. I mean, the intricacy of this cross is like going to one of those 300-year-old churches. I mean, you see the intricate details, and it just is reminiscent of that because it's absolutely just stunning. It's striking to look at, no matter which one you get.
It really is, Debbie, and I will say, we shouldn't have favourites, but I would say of all the dies we've ever made, these, because they are so intricate and so beautiful, they make the most wonderful cards. But for those of you that are quite new to us, CreateACard, we call them the one-pass wonders. So I'm going to show, we're going to make this card. You're going to choose from, do you want the cross, or do you want the butterfly? Or they're $17.95, guys, you can go for both, okay? You can go for both of these, but should we make this exact card here? I want you to see how quick and easy it is, right? Now, the dies are 5x7, so they're a lovely big size. I have taken a piece of, I've just folded over some beautiful, some of our lovely luxury cardstock, Debbie, and I've just made it slightly larger than what the die is. Now, what you'll see is, you know you said it was a 2-piece? That's because you've got the die and you've got the frame as an extra accessory. Now, if I use the die and the frame together, it will cut that out completely. I don't want to do that, I want to cut it in. So if I take that cross and just hold it in place with a little bit of tape, I can open this out, and we're only gonna cut the cross into the front part of this card. So can you see, I'm gonna pop that in my die cutting machine, I'm gonna make my regular die cutting sandwich up, and I'm gonna send this through. Now, for those of you who do, maybe you do cards for charity, maybe you do cards for a small business, but you're batch making, maybe it's even hundreds of cards at once, CreateACards are the way forward because you can achieve fantastic results, and it's one pass. It's 18 seconds, Debbie, to create a card. Every time you want to make a card
that is
with
quick.
This die set, it's 18 seconds, right?
And it's so
it's gone through once. Yep, I'm going to just lift this out, right? And then all you're going to need to do is, I could have just done this at once, is you take your little pokey tool and you're going to pop all of these little bits out the centre. So you popped out all of that detail, okay? And you see it literally, it takes a few seconds to pop all these bits out, right? So that is giving me the detail on the front of the card. And what I've got here, I've got the one that where I've popped out all those little details. I'm going to take a piece of acetate, and I've put some, just some double-sided tape around the outside of the acetate. You never get this stuff off quickly, can you not, when you're live on TV, Debbie?
You're doing good.
Peel the back of the acetate there. I'm always Speedy Gonzalez. I'm all about the speed, Debbie. If we can do a card in 2 minutes, I'm all about doing the card in 2 minutes.
It's amazing.
So, look at this. Bit of acetate behind the back, really quick and easy. You know that absolutely beautiful hummingbird pad? I'm going to take that hummingbird pad and I'm just going to stick a little piece of that hummingbird paper on the inside here, and it just really makes that stand out.
Wow.
And then if you want to go next level, I've cut that cross out of a little piece of craft card, and I'm going to place that in the middle, and you can see there, that card took me, well, you've watched me, Debbie, 19 seconds to pass it through the machine. It was around about a 90-second make, right? A minute and a half. So if you're making a batch of cards for Easter, I challenge you to find something that is that impressive, that you can make that quickly, that is that beautifully intricate. And you watch me cut the die live on air, you saw how intricately that cut, but how beautiful. And you can take it to the next level. Do it as an easel card, Debbie. How fabulous does it look as an easel card?
It is fabulosity. That's my word for it, fabulosity. Listen, if you do want the cross, we don't have a lot to go around. When I started the show, 1,086, that's all we have. And now we're under 800, so do not wait. And we have only 900 to go around in the butterfly. So these are very, very limited, and you can make the most beautiful cards, create home craft ideas. I mean, I say get it home. I have, you know, a best friend who adores butterflies, and every time she sees one, you know, she says, you know, prayer. Her mom passed, and they're just magical to her. And she's going through this transformation, but we all know that the butterfly starts out as a cocoon, and then it gets these beautiful wings. And so if you're going through something listening, this may speak to you, but for $3.59, I would pick up the butterfly, and I would also pick up the cross, because you're basically spending, you know, a little over $7 to get both home. And I think the cross, you know, it's so timely with Easter right around the corner if you celebrate Easter, or it could be for baptisms, christenings, anything that has to do with the church. I love this because my grandmother played the piano in church for basically 80 years. She died at the age of 100, and she'd been playing the, you know, piano in church. And so this really speaks to me. It is breathtaking.
And you know what I will say, and I mean, it's unfortunate, but I've made several sympathy cards with that one as well, Debbie. And you don't want to ever have to buy something to make a sympathy card, but you need to have it in your stash for when that comes around. And I just think a card with that cross is just the perfect sentiment. And it's a card that you can make that's really heartfelt, that takes a couple of minutes, okay? And now the butterfly, it's exactly the same. Both of these cards, Debbie, was just exactly as you saw me do the other one. This one we did as a side fold, and we've cut the butterfly into it. This one, we've done it as again a top fold card like this, and we've cut the butterflies in sideways. So it just shows you how you can go sideways with them. Or if you want to go really fancy, you can be taking this, and I've done it on the front of a card with the inside of the card, and then taking it onto the back of the card as well. So it becomes like a three-fold card. Now, these are dies that we launched in our collection 2 or 3 years ago, and we never bring things back. And it's been by popular request that we were asked by HSN viewers who missed out on these when they launched. We did about 6 dies in the collection at the time, and the 2 most popular ones were the cross and the butterfly. And people asked me, could we bring these back? So we've brought back just the cross and just the butterfly. You won't find these anywhere else. There's none of the stores anywhere in America. There's no websites. They're no longer available on crafterscompanion.com. We don't, you know, they've all been discontinued. So these are dies that you cannot buy anywhere else, but we have them in stock at HSN today. And if you get these home, again, there are so many tutorials. You can go and watch and just search Sarah Davies cross card, and you will find me teaching you how to do that. But Debbie, you watched me do it in 90 seconds, a minute and a half to make the most professional card. And you know what? If you are doing, if you've got a small business, or you're wanting to start a small business with your card making, Debbie, all I would say is these are the sort of investments. Okay, you've got that lovely card, you've got that lovely cross. You invest in this $3.59 today. By the time you've made 2 or 3 cards, then next month when you come to pay the next $3.59, you've probably made your profit back on that whole die set. Before you've even finished paying for it, you've covered the cost of it.
Oh, this is priceless. It really is priceless. And I want you to know we've sold nearly 600. We're very busy on the phones. So we've sold 652. Use your phone and bring out the camera and point it to the QR code, and it takes you right to hsn.com, and you can check out very quickly. I want you to know that with the cross, we have under 700 to go around, and we started out with over 1,000. And in the butterfly, how many do we have left in the butterfly? They're selling about evenly, but more of you are buying the cross. So if you want the butterfly, I think we have about 800 to go around. But total, it's very busy right now because you want something that's meaningful, and you want something that you can give from the heart. And these dies, they're so big, they're huge. This is a huge die because this is 6.9 by 4.9 inches. So it really is such a statement, right? It's bold, it's beautiful. Oh, so Sarah, I was just saying how bold and beautiful the sizing is on that. And my producer was talking to Sarah, and we have these earpieces in our ear. And so he was talking to her while I was talking to her. No problem. This is, I was just saying this is priceless. I'm going to give everybody the item number 095377. We have 5 flex today. Take advantage of that so that you're only spending $3.59, and we're going to ship either the cross to you right away or either the butterfly right away, and then you pay later. But it took her seconds to create this on her machine. So I do want you to show us. Let's talk about the Gemini, because I know you can get the regular or the junior size, but let's talk about it for a minute.